Hi, today from the historic town of Reutlingen in Germany. Despite this scenery here, we won't talk today about history. We will talk about the future of money. I will tell you how I think the future of money will look like in 5, 10, maybe 15 years. Hi again, as I said, we will talk about the future of money. Before we start, I want to tell you there is a surprise at the end of this video, and there is something to win as well, a competition. So stay with me and I will surprise you at the end. I'm not sure if you realize that we are in the middle of financial revolution right now. What does it mean? It means that the financial landscape, the currency, the payment, the banking landscape will change deeply in the coming years. In 5, maybe 10, maybe 15 years, most of the financial institutions as we know them now will disappear or will undergo a substantial transformation. Maybe you have read articles about cashless society, about society without cash, without money you can hold in your hand. In many countries, there are limits of payments you can do legally with cash. Payments exceeding some amounts of money need to be done via wire transfer or other electronic means like credit card payments. In Portugal, for example, all payments above 1,500 euro need to be paid electronically. Why is it like that? Governments want to control the money flows. They want to control you and to know what you spend your money for, and not only to know it, but also to regulate it. To tell you what amounts of money you are allowed to withdraw and to spend every day, every week, or every month. And what are you allowed to spend the money for, and what are you not allowed to spend money for. And they also want to control the money flows between the countries. It costs a lot of money, and it fails pretty often to transfer money between Europe and, let's say, United States, or vice versa. There is no technical reason for that. The only reason for that is the political will. In our inflationary money system, it is vital for the banks to keep your money, to not let you withdraw as much money as you would like to. Why? To avoid bank runs. And as long as there is cash in the society, there is the risk of bank runs. Only then, when the only available money is electronic money, the money you have in the banking system, only then the risk of bank runs is mitigated. And this is vital in our financial system. Otherwise, we will see in the coming years banks going bankrupt over and over again. And bailouts and money confiscations, this will be the rule more than exception. So the only chance for the governments to avoid the risk of total collapse of the monetary system, of the financial system, is to make all money electronic money. If you want it or not, all money will become electronic sooner or later. It will probably happen in the next 5 to 10 years, depending on the country. And the side effect of that move is that the governments will control every financial transaction you make. It means a total control over the finances of the citizens and as a result a total control over the citizens, because you won't be able to do anything, to pay for anything without using the system, without being surveilled. But there is this other grassroots financial system being born right now, and we are the observers of this revolution. What is it? It's the cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dash, and so on. This is an alternative currency system. It's a global, government independent currency system. And right now, when I am telling this, Bitcoin has reached the market capitalization of $100 billion. It is more than the capitalization of Goldman Sachs, one of the largest banks in the world. And this alternative currency system is becoming a threat to governments, and governments can't really stop it. So they will do everything to regulate it or to make it illegal to use for the citizen, because they don't want the citizens to flee the traditional system controlled by them. They want to have the control over the spendings and the finances of their citizens. So those who have invested in cryptocurrencies, they have been greatly rewarded for that. But in the comments, when I talk about Bitcoin and co, I always get these questions. What if governments will prohibit that? What if they make the cryptocurrencies illegal to use? And some of the governments did already. Well, what happens then? What happened during the Prohibition in the States? What happened when in communistic Russia keeping Western currency was prohibited? It didn't stop people to use it. What it did was to make it more expensive for the people who didn't have these goods to get it and to use it. But it was a great opportunity for the people who already had a lot of these goods and could sell it to those who didn't have them. This is how the big fortunes in these countries started to develop. And it will happen with cryptocurrencies as well, as I see it. So if you manage to gather as much cryptocurrency like Bitcoin before the gateways between the systems shut down, you will be able to operate in this alternative system where there is a limited number of Bitcoins available, only 21 million, when there is practically no inflation and the value of these currencies grows and grows in an exponential way. If you manage to save your wealth into this alternative crypto system, you will be able to profit greatly from that. And if you are too late, your finances will be in the sake of governments, of people you can't control. They will control you and what you do with your money, how you spend your money, and if you're allowed to spend your money and for what. And they will be able to switch off your account at will, or transfer your money to somebody else, or just delete your money. So this is what I think about the future of money. I'm sorry if it sounds radical. I invite you to discuss that in the comments. If you want to help your friends and your loved ones with that information, please use the sharing links below that video. They will thank you for that. And now about the surprise. I was invited to write a chapter for the newest Brian Tracy book, and I am co-authoring a book with the great American motivator and a business coach Brian Tracy. It will be published on November 30th in the States, and of course it will be available on Amazon. The book is called Ready, Set, Go, and my chapter describes several of the success principles I have used to do some of the greatest achievements in my life. For example, running 111 kilometers ultra run in the desert and interviewing 25 plus self-made billionaires around the world. I talk about the principles I used in order to achieve these feats. And I will give away, for the best comment and for the best shares, 2 copies of that book with my signature. So I invite you to share this video and to comment and to discuss the topic of the video with me. If you find that information valuable, please subscribe to this channel and don't forget to hit the ring button as well. Here you can subscribe, and here you will find one of my best videos. That's it. See you and thank you from Reutlingen.